I'm Malachi. How are you? Big homie, welcome. Oh, hello. Janelle. Oh, Fiva. Big Millie. Hi, B. Good evening, good evening. Thank you, big homie. So, couple of house rules before we get started. I'm going to say hello probably for the first 3 minutes of the stream. We also have a lovely women's history fact to share this evening. And then after that, I'll be turning my comments off to pay attention to my guests. This is a featured show here on the app. It's Changing Hearts with Sid. I'm Sid. We're here every Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. So I hope that you hit that star by my name to fave me, come back. We have a good time each and every Sunday night. So I'll give you about 1 more minute for those of you pulling up for the Women's History Fact. Please be sure to follow It's Jilly Baby on IG to find out where you can get your next Women's History Fact. This is Women's History Month, and we are celebrating all month long. Please join me as we travel from stream to stream to stream to hear everyone's facts. Hi, Jilly. Welcome, welcome. You just missed my whole intro spiel. Nay, what's up? What's up? So we have two fabulous guests this evening. We have Big Homie, and we also have DJ Olu. Do it again. I got you. 1 minute. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Hello, hello. So again, for those of you who are new to the stream, hi Lexi. For those of you who are new to the stream, this is Changing Hearts with Sid. We are a featured show here on the app each and every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. I interview two guests, ask them about their first dates, their worst dates, their best dates, their favorite dates, and everything in between. We get down to the nitty gritty. So I hope you brought your popcorn. It is also Women's History Month. So we are going from stream to stream to stream to share different facts about women who have made a positive impact on history. So this evening, I have a fact for you. I'm going to share it in 1 minute because there are some people who are tracking those facts, and I want to make sure everybody who's looking for it gets to hear it. But you can also follow It's Jilly Baby on IG for all the latest coming and goings. All right, so here we go. March is Women's History Month. The theme this year is Women Providing Healing and Promoting Hope. The theme honors caregivers and frontline workers, pays homage to the women throughout history who have provided hope. So we are doing 31 days of highlighting and honoring women every day at 9 p.m. Eastern in a different female street. So this week, we're going to highlight women in history and politics. Samia Suluhu Hassan became Tanzania's first female vice president following the 2015 general election, after being elected on the CCM, Party of the Revolution ticket, with President Magufuli. Suluhu and Magufuli were re-elected to a second term in 2020. Hassan became Tanzania's sixth president and first ever female leader in March 2021 following the death of the president, and is now the third female head of government of an East African community country, which is the EAC. In September, she became just the fifth ever female African leader to address the UN General Assembly, where she used her remarks to criticize COVID vaccine inequality. Suluhu has differentiated her leadership from her predecessor by implementing stricter COVID protocols, including mandatory quarantines for travelers coming from countries with new variants. Suluhu permitted embassies and other international organizations to import vaccines into the country to vaccinate foreign nationals for their Tanzania day-to-day work, aided by the Ministry of Health. Samia Suluhu Hassan has been described as a compassionate, rational, and calm, attributes that are a far departure from her previous boss. Many Tanzanians believe she is just what's needed to heal a divided land. Tomorrow's women highlight will be in No Time for Game stream at 9 p.m. Eastern. To see the full calendar, please make sure you follow It's Jilly Baby on IG. Please post, please reshare, and happy Women's History Month. So, if we could get our guest for this evening to request the box, Big Homie, you're up first. Thank you.
Hello.
Hi, can you hear me all right?
Yes, I can.
Awesome, awesome. So everybody, please fave my first guest, Big Homie. This is a featured show. This is Changing Hearts with Sid. I'm Sid. We're here every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Please fave my top 3 gifters of the stream. If you by chance are the top gifter at 10:15, you will have a special spotlight on my IG page. So hit my name, click me, follow me on IG, follow my guests, fave everybody. And Big Homie, if you're, I don't know, how comfortable are you with being on shows? Have you done
Uh,
it? Not done it?
I'm
So
comfortable.
my recommendation is that you turn your comments off. However, some people love to leave them on.
Okay.
Up to you.
Okay.
I thank you guys in the comments in advance for all of the gifts. My bouncers will take care of you if you have questions. Just look for somebody in red, call them out by name. They'll respond. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, Big Homie,
Yes.
the first question that I ask everybody, and I have to keep rewriting these first questions based on the guests that I get. The first question is, are you looking for love? Have you lost it or have you found it?
I'm not currently looking, but if it happens, I would be open to it.
Oh,
I'm a big communicator. So if I start a friendship with somebody and it turns into something else, then yeah, I would definitely welcome it.
oh, I like that. I like that. I'm a big communicator. See, most men do not admit to be, first of all, most men, let me not do most. A lot. A lot of men are not big communicators. So to hear one say, I'm a big communicator is amazing. So let's see. Let's take it back all the way to the beginning. Okay. Do you remember your first date ever? I'm talking about, was it junior high? Was it high school?
My first date ever. I didn't really date in high school, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I was more of a. I mean, I was a jock in high school. I was just
Mhm,
doing my sports and stuff like that. I
mhm.
didn't really do much dating. So my first date ever was with my ex-wife, actually.
Oh wow.
Yeah, with my ex-wife.
Was that how old were you guys?
I was 22 when I got married, but when I met her, I was like 20, 21.
Okay. Okay.
So my first date ever with her was because she lived in a different state, so she came out here to Long Island.
Okay.
And so we went out to the Hamptons. And the first day ever that we had was actually like a nice intimate restaurant. It was like right next to a lake. Really beautiful.
Oh.
Like I planned the whole day entirely, but the first day was there, like right next to a lake. Really nice.
Oh, that's so awesome. So you said that was your wife. So how long did you guys date before you decided to marry? And then what was it that said, "Oh, I have to get married," instead of like, having a whole dating situation?
Well, I mean, I didn't have the first date when we were married.
Uh-huh.
But I came from a religious background. I was a Jehovah's
Okay.
Witness, so so we had to go through a process, through
Mhm,
the religion in order
mhm.
for that to happen. But then we were dating for about 2 years before we got married.
Okay. 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 See, when you said 22, I was like, I pictured like 6 months, date on the lake. This is my one and only. Did
Yeah. But yeah,
you guys have kids?
no, we did not. No.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
So let me ask you, what has changed between, let's say, today's dating version of you from that first date that you had with your ex-wife?
I would say that I've definitely learned a lot from my mistakes as to
Hmm.
how to go about it when it comes to dating. I feel like I'd rather not rush into
Hmm.
something now instead of before when I was younger. And now I feel like I look into more like personality instead of what's on here.
Okay.
So that has changed a lot, especially with me having a son now.
Hmm.
My second relationship has changed my perspective of a lot of things. So
Hmm.
yeah.
Hmm. So do you find yourself making different decisions because of your son?
Definitely.
Definitely. So, can you remember like a terrible date that you had? Like the worst date ever?
Yeah. Yeah, worst date. I would say somebody that I met when I was an assistant manager in a restaurant.
Uh-huh.
And so we were just talking and everything, and then we actually had gone out for the first time, you know, different attire and everything, obviously. So we went out to get some pupusas. It's a Salvadorian delicacy, it's a Spanish delicacy.
Mm-hmm.
So we had been out to like up north in Long Island, and I had just dropped her off at the house right after we had the date.
Mm-hmm.
She told me that um, that I was dropping her off at her cousin's house or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
After I left, I feel like that was part of it. You know, it just made it
Okay.
worse. So I had left, and then 5 minutes later, I had an accident.
Oh no.
So after I had the accident and I was done with that situation, I had come back to her because I felt, you know, vulnerable. I was, you know, in a vulnerable
Like
state.
the same day you had the accident, or like
Yeah.
leaving her house, you had an accident.
No, leaving the house, I went out. You know, I had left the house and I went to the light, and I had an accident with somebody else.
Okay.
After the whole situation with the cops were done, I came
Uh-huh.
back because I wanted some comfort. I came back to
Right.
drop her off at her cousin's house. I go knock on the door and she just has a robe on. You know, and I was like, wait, like, um, you know, why do you have a robe on? Like, get out of here. She was like, get out of here. I don't want you here or whatever. And I'm like, wow. So I don't know. I just feel like it was part of it, you know, in a sense,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, because I felt cheated. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, so you're playing with me. And we had just spent like a really good night
Mm-hmm.
out together. So yeah, that put me in a bad state for a little while, but then after it was fine, you know.
Okay.
You know, from it.
So obviously you didn't call her back.
No, no, definitely not. No.
Oh my goodness, her cousin.
Yeah, her cousin.
Man, people are trash. I'm sorry. Anyways, I'm gonna leave my own opinions out of this.
Yeah, yeah.
So did you have so how long did it take you to recover from that? Because if that had happened to me, I probably would have sworn off dating for like years and years.
Well, to be honest, what actually made me feel better, not that you know, not that I was like, okay, yeah, you know, this is what you get, but
Mhm.
you know, a couple months later, I had left, you know, that old job where we used to work together. So I went out to, you know, to order some food. I didn't know that she was there. And so I went out to order food and I'm like, damn, like, you know, she's here. So anyways, I saw that she had a belly. You know? I saw that she had a belly and I'm like, oh, you're pregnant. Congratulations. You know, and she's like, yeah. Um, it was actually, you know, from the guy that, you know, where you dropped me.
Oh man.
And then I was like, oh, that's nice. Well, I wish you the best. And she's like, well, we're not together anymore. You know, and she straight up asked me like, so are you in a relationship? You know, do you
The nerve.
single? I was like, yes, I'm single, but I'm not looking for anything.
Yeah,
And she,
and not with you.
she was like, I'm sorry. She was like, I'm sorry that I hurt you. You know, this and that. I was like, it's okay. I was like, I moved on from it already.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
ever since then, I haven't seen her yet. I haven't seen her at all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh man.
but yeah, that was hard.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just like, wait. It's so much to unpack right there. Oh my goodness. So how long did it take you to start dating again after your ex-wife?
After my ex-wife, it took me about a year and a couple of months. I
Okay.
went through some darkness after our
Hmm.
divorce, but after that, I actually met my son's mother,
Hmm.
which we're no longer together. We actually broke up mutually, but I feel like we have a better relationship now as co-parenting, as
Right.
co-parents.
Right.
We communicate so much better and we get along. So, you know, that's an important thing about it. And the fact that we have a son together, you know, that
Hmm.
makes it better.
Definitely. Um, do you have like qualities that you run away from?
Qualities as far as when it comes to
Any qualities. It could be character, it could be physical, like things that just say absolutely H no, I'm out of here.
I would say that I went through a lot with my marriage, and
Mhm.
I went through a lot of toxicity. As far as like somebody being controlling.
Mhm.
I do not like being controlling. I don't like being controlled. I do not like controlling somebody. So therefore, I feel like it's not something that I would go through with someone else at all.
Mhm.
I just don't like it. As far as everything else, I feel like when you do get to know somebody and you end up loving that person, you want to accept those flaws because we're all imperfect at the end of the day.
Right, right. So what would be your ideal date? Like your aunt describe it. Like what's perfection to you?
I love nature. I love nature a lot. I don't really have to go to a fancy restaurant to
Uh-huh.
to actually show you a good time. Like
Mhm.
I could go out to a restaurant, like I said, by the lake. I could go out, take pictures, have like a fun day, plan something throughout the whole day, or just have like a simple date. We could just like go out to a restaurant out in the city, and just have a good time. I mean, I'm very detailed
Mhm.
comes to it, so I like to plan, and I'm also very spontaneous. So it just depends, what kind of
That was
person.
gonna be my next question because I hear you talking about these dates that clearly take some sort of planning. Are you a go with the flow guy too, or do you need to have you know, your itinerary?
I'm actually a little bit of both,
Okay.
um, because I like planning, but I also like being spontaneous, and I'm a foodie, so I know a lot of places out here in Long Island and in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
I could just pick any of them, or just plan something, order something, order
Mm-hmm.
from them, and just do something with it. I like planning. I like being spontaneous.
That's so dope.
Yeah.
That's so dope. So, do you find yourself having like a type that you date? Like, has everybody had, not everybody, or most of the people have similar qualities?
A type I would say that I like an independent woman. You
Mhm.
know, I like an independent woman. She got her own. But I do not mind having somebody that wants to build with me. Also, I do not mind that at all. So I just feel like for me, I do have my type. I do have my certain preference when it comes to a woman.
Mhm.
But I would say that getting to know that person and communicating with them, you could also actually fall into that person and get to know them too. So
Mhm.
yeah, I don't mind it.
Okay. Do you notice any sort of like, are your motives the same? And when you're choosing who to ask out as they were previously? Like I heard you say you had a religious background, so sometimes that kind of molds who you are,
Right.
like, long term.
Well, before when I was younger, I was
Mhm.
I would say that I was superficial. When I was really young,
Okay.
at that age. Now it's completely different. I have a little more wisdom. I'm a little more mature when it comes to choosing somebody.
Hmm.
Um, but I would say that I don't know. It just depends on the personality. It
Hmm.
really depends on the personality. Everything has changed for me, and I feel like being a father also that also has something to do with it too. I want to, I'd rather have somebody who actually is a mother.
Okay.
Um, instead of not. But if it's not, then that's fine.
So why do you prefer dating mothers versus not?
I feel like we could definitely understand each other.
Okay.
When it comes to being a parent. So I feel like I have a better chance of having a relationship with that person.
Okay.
But, but it doesn't stop me from actually trying to get to know somebody who is not a parent.
Without, right. Okay. Is there a certain age of the child when you're looking for a woman? Like, can she have a 6 week old, a 6 month old, a 6 year old,
Does not
16?
does not
No
matter.
age doesn't matter. Oh,
Does not matter. No.
you'd be surprised how many people have those types of like hard preferences.
Yeah,
You know.
but no, it does not matter to me.
Okay. Okay. Now, did you have anyone in your life that like helped mold your perspectives on relationships, even if it was a non-example, someone who you saw and said, "Oh, I will absolutely do the opposite of everything you're doing."
Um, I would say that a lot of people have taught me through my lifetime on how
Hmm.
to be. I feel like when it comes to my religious background, that actually molded me a lot. You know,
Okay.
learning, you know, being a Jehovah's Witness, I learned a lot from it.
Mhm.
I have a lot of close friends who still exist in my life,
Mhm.
who actually have helped me out. I've learned a lot from, you know, from their mistakes. I've learned a lot from mine, and so for me, it's like, okay, I have to do something different. I have to move differently. So I'm always looking to try to, you know, not completely change myself, but to be better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, do you? So okay, we're here on this here dating out. Shout out POF. Shout out POF. On this feature show here every Sunday night, 9 p.m. Change your hearts to Sid. I'm Sid. So what brought you to the app? Did you know about streaming and then pop up, or were you trying to date?
Actually, I just I downloaded this app thinking it was a dating app, right?
Uh,
That's what
And
that's what.
it is on one side over there with those other people.
And so I saw Meet Me. I was like, okay, I'll download it. I'll give it a try. I started seeing streamers, you know, and everything, and I'm like, okay, this is interesting. Had no knowledge at all. I started off as a gifter. I was like, okay, I wasn't really looking for anything, you know, but
Uh-huh.
just, you know, just started going with the flow with that. And then I don't know. Now I'm here, you know, I do
Hmm.
both now, gift and stream.
Have you considered dating streamers?
I have, yeah, I have, yeah. I'm open to it actually.
Open to it, okay.
Yeah, the way I look at it is like I would rather have somebody who is a streamer instead of not, because that way we can talk about anything. Like,
Right,
yo,
right,
I got
right.
a dragon today, or oh, did you get one, or you know, talk things about, you know, streaming wise, you know, and like
Okay.
it's not the only thing too, but I feel like, you know, it's so much more than that. You know, we have so many. You could find somebody that you have a lot of things in common with
Hmm.
in this app, so you can make a lot of connections. And I have found a lot of connections in this app.
Okay. So it's weird. So I'm at about half and half with my guests. I have the half that said absolutely not, say no to streaming dates, and the other half is like absolutely, I'm totally open to it. Why not? What would you say is the biggest the biggest con of dating a streamer? Like what would be, if you did a pros and cons list, what would be at the top of the cons list
Um,
for
top
you?
um, I would say, I don't know. It's just for me the con would be a streamer. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I haven't really figured it out yet. You know,
Okay.
really haven't completely dated a streamer yet.
Hmm.
So I would have to find that out. I feel like I have more pros than the cons.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know, yeah.
Okay. So you say you haven't dated any streamers yet.
I've gone on a date with a streamer before.
Oh,
I
how did
have.
that go?
Hmm?
How did that go?
It went great. Yeah, it went great. Yeah, it was great. I went on a date with a streamer here in New York. And it was great. Yeah, it was a good time. I still
Okay.
talk to that person. But it's not like it's only friends kind of thing.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. So then, do you have advice for people who are thinking about it? Like, what would you tell, a friend that heard everybody say, "Oh, say no to streaming"? What would you tell that person?
I'm not gonna tell. I'm not gonna tell anybody, you know, what to do at the end of the day. I feel like if you want something, go get it. You know,
Mhm,
be determined. If you want something with that person, and you know,
mhm.
it's not about how much gifts you drop or whatever. You know, it's
Right.
about, you know, it's about being yourself. And if that person is feeling the connection just as you are, then do something about it.
Mm,
You know? Do something about it.
I like that. Do something about it. Y'all heard that? Do something about it. So, long distance. How do you feel about long distance relationships?
I do not mind long distance relationships. My first relationship with my ex-wife was a long distance relationship.
Oh, okay. So you're
Um,
an old pro.
I'm open to it. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
open.
Okay. Advice for those trying to tackle the distance.
Be careful with long distance, because you can actually have feelings quicker for the person, since you're gonna miss each other more.
Mm,
Yeah, because if you're apart, if you're apart for most of the days, weeks, months, and you keep talking and communicating with that person, just be careful with your feelings, because they could grow more fonder than having that person close to you in the same state.
Wow.
That's my advice. So just be careful with, listen to your brain, more than your heart sometimes, your
Okay.
heart can be
Okay.
yeah.
Like, so basically, don't ignore the warning signs
Mhm.
and make sure your feelings are actual feelings and not just what
Yeah,
you're imagining it to be.
yeah,
That's good advice.
yeah.
What advice do you have for your son? Is he old enough to date yet or not quite?
No, he's 4.
Oh, I love 4-year-olds.
He's 4.
I love 4-year-olds. 2-year-olds are terrorists, right? But then they become 4-year-olds and they're like little great human beings. They're just becoming independent. They're so much fun. I'm a teacher, sorry, got sidetracked. But what advice would you have for your son, when he gets to that age? And
Um,
what age are you going to let him date?
I mean, that's gonna be a decision between me and my son's mother,
Okay.
definitely. I mean, I'm not the type to uh, be forcing somebody. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give him the best advice that I can as his father, and once he gets to that age where he knows that he can make his own decisions, then it's totally up to him. But I can only do my best, and she can only do her best as a mother. So,
Y'all sound like great parents. So, but what advice would you give him? You say you're not gonna. You say you're gonna let him
I
go,
would,
but
I
what
would
what
say
what are you gonna tell him?
I would say do things differently. Let you do things differently. Don't do what I did in the past. Like, I would definitely tell him to not rush into anything and take his time when it comes to getting to know somebody. There is absolutely no rush. We're still young,
Mm-hmm.
so there's absolutely no rush to try to get to know somebody. That person could be your soulmate. It could be, but just
Mm-hmm.
take your time with that person, because if you end up with that person, you're gonna get to know them and do things with them the rest of your life. So
Mm-hmm.
there's no time to rush at all. So that's what.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are you looking to have more children?
Um. Well, I would definitely would like at least one or two more, but that depends on who I end up with. And if that person does not want any more kids, then that's completely fine with
Yeah,
me.
good. Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay, big homie.
Mhm.
You sound like the homie. Okay, all right. So, big homie, before I let you go, please let everyone in the comments know where we can find you in these Meet Me streets. Do you
Um.
have other events going on? Are you on other shows? What time do you stream? All of it. I want
Uh.
all the tea.
Let's see. I might have another feature show soon.
Okay.
Yeah, because keep, I get a couple of invitations, but I don't have any right now. I mean, I don't even want to say this, but I do have an auction the 26th, March 26th.
Okay.
Just big shout outs to Chosen. I don't know if she's here. But yeah, Chosen is great. She's actually hosting her first auction.
I was just
Uh,
about to ask, are you in the beard? Are you in the
Suited
beard
and Bearded.
auction?
Yeah, Suited and Bearded. I stream. I didn't stream today, but I do tend to stream every single day between 12 to 6.
Okay.
So I do that, and it's all positive energy in my stream. We have conversations. People come and go. It's all good. And I literally just ask questions. We have a good time. I do plan to bring my content back, but for now, I do stream every day. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, thank you for joining me this evening. Everybody, please, please, please make sure you click on his name and favorite Big Homie. Please make sure you fave my top 3 gifters. Big Homie, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for sharing with us today. Thank you for joining me
Thank you.
today.
I
If you
appreciate
do me
it.
a big favor and exit out, because I like to end my stream by accident,
Not a problem. Thank you very much for
like a
having
whole amateur.
me.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, if you guys could please favorite my top 3 gifters of the stream. If you're new to the stream, this is our quick intermission. This is Changing Hearts with Sid. We are here every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. I've already shared our Women's History fact for the evening, and I'll share it again at the end of our show. The top gifter of my stream will get a very special spotlight. on IG. So make sure you click my name and follow me at Sid underscore AKA underscore Miss Killa Cass. If my second guest of this evening could hit the plus sign and join the box, that would be great. Let's see.
Hey, what's going on?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing absolutely wonderful. Hey, everyone. How's everyone
Awesome.
doing?
Thank you for joining me today.
Of course, no problem.
This is DJ Olu. If everybody could hit his name, although it says Battle 318, who's the battle against?
I am in Miss Pretty Young Things Battle Royale. I am the first one to go. So I'm in the Battle Royale. It starts at 6 p.m.
Whew.
Eastern time. And I'm going against
Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
Friday.
Friday.
The 18th. Yeah, the 18th Friday.
Okay, so everybody make sure you fave DJ Olu. Okay, my current favorite DJ, it changes from week to week, but currently DJ Olu is my favorite DJ. Right, so please make sure you click his name, fave him, pull up, show out Friday, 6 p.m. So you are on Changing Hearts with Sid. As you know, I'm Sid. We're here every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. And I ask everybody, are you looking for love? Have you lost it or have you found it?
I'm looking.
Oh.
I'm looking.
Yeah. Not very many people admit to looking. Everybody's like, oh, I'm not looking. I'm effing. If it happens, it happens. But you're looking. Okay.
I'm looking, but I'm not pressed.
It's okay.
Yeah. I'm looking, but I'm not pressed.
Okay. We like it. Looking, not pressed. Okay. So if it happens, but we want it to happen. Okay. Now, if it happens, it's happened. We want it to happen. Yeah. Now, where are you looking? Clearly on these apps. Shout out to POF.
In real life, I'm looking on this app. You know, I'm very reserved. So if something just happens to catch my attention, then, you know, I'm willing to entertain it.
So what kind of things catch your attention? Is it
intelligence?
Her intelligence.
Intelligence, yes.
Okay.
I'm a sucker for a smart woman that, you know, is not all about like the major beauty. I mean, that's a major plus, yes. But can you make me laugh? Like, or do you have a sense of humor? Like, do you actually have something that you can talk about and actually engage me in conversation? Because not everyone can, you know, have engaging conversations. So.
Oh, I figured that out real quick in these streaming streets. Not everybody can hold a conversation. You'd be surprised. So let's take it back all the way to the beginning. Can you remember your first date ever?
My first date ever.
And how old were you?
First date ever. Honestly, I didn't start dating till I got to college.
Okay.
I know that's kind of like that's late-ish. Hey, Londa. I didn't start dating until college. The first ever date that I went on, it was to the movies. Terrible place to go on a date, honestly.
Why?
Because dates are usually like, especially for a first date, you want to be able to hold a conversation with the person and like get to know them to determine if there's going to be a second date. Okay. But it's more so we're just sitting there watching the movie, so we didn't really get a chance to talk.
But I feel like if you go to a movie, now you have something to talk about because you both saw the same best movie ever or worst movie ever.
True, but it's just, I feel like it's more so we're not engaging each other. We're just engaging the movie. So that's just my thought on it.
So then, like, after the movie, because if you're watching a movie, then you're not talking. So you can't say, unless they like smell bad, there's no like bad date time. Because they're maybe if they were snoring. Okay, so if they're snoring and they smell bad, then yeah, we won't be able to talk about the movie.
Right. That is true.
So what's your ideal date? So not the movies. What would you like to do?
Ideal date would be something that is inclusive, like for both of us. Like something that we both have a passion for, or something that we have an interest for, really. Like I've had situations where I've had first dates where, you know, I ran into a girl that, you know, liked to play pool just as much as me. So we went to a little pool hall,
Mhm.
had some drinks, and we're just, you know, engage in conversation while I'm, of course, beating her in pool. But I did let her win one time, so hey.
I was about to say, so if you don't let her win, then why would she go out with you again? What if she's a sore loser? Like,
I
okay.
mean, I think it was more so the fact of like not only was she was able to see how good I am, and also because I like to teach. So the whole time we were playing, I was teaching her. Like I got her so much better at pool. So hey.
Gotcha. Okay, okay. So you're like, what? I don't know. You need a damsel in distress? Like, is that teaching it everything or just teaching pool?
I mean, that's just something that like if it's something that I am very knowledgeable in, like that's just me. I'm an Aquarius, so like if it's something that I'm very
He's gay. Sorry.
uh,
I can relate. I'm just saying. I can relate.
but if it's one of those things where it's like I have expertise or something that I have knowledge on, I
Mhm.
love imparting those wisdoms, you know, to that person. So
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Now, where have you found the best dates? Like, is there some people say, oh, I only date folks from the gym or only date folks from my school or whatever it is. Do you have a place that you like
I
to go?
necessarily don't have a place because you never know where you will
Mhm.
run into someone. Like I ran into someone simply from, you know, from school to, you know, just walking to go, you know, just pumping gas and I got approached
Are
and
you
it
picking
just
up folks at the gas station?
something like that. I don't think it was I picked her up. I think she picked me up, honestly.
Oh, you get picked up at the gas station? Did she charge you $2,000 afterwards? I'm just saying.
Nah. Nah, it's just one of those things where I think it was more so like because I went in like to go pump the gas, and then on my way out, like you know, I'm a gentleman, so I held the door open while she was going in, and so when I went to go pump my gas, when she came out, she came up to me, and the first thing she said, she was like, "Man, you smell good."
Oh, yeah,
So
that'll get you. That works. That works. Smell good. Hint, hint, clue, clue. Everybody in the comments, make sure you smell good. Um,
right.
unless it's a chick like me who's allergic to everything, then that doesn't work. So you might as well just
Ooh,
cross that off the list. No.
gosh.
Now, have you ever done that? Let me pay for your gas, baby. Have you ever done that?
Have I ever offered to pay for someone's gas? I don't think I've ever offered to pay for someone's gas, but I have pumped someone's gas before.
Okay.
Like it was just one of those situations. It was a pretty girl. And I was like, you know what? Let me salt her real quick. So I was like, you know, she's
But you
pumping, and I
didn't
was
pay
like,
for it.
no, I mean, she already paid for it already
Oh,
by the
okay.
time I approached her. So it was one of those things where I was like, you know, I ain't gonna lie. I used the pickup line. I was like, a pretty little thing like you should not be pumping your own gas.
A pretty
Let me
little
just,
thing that worked.
it worked.
Pretty little thing.
A pretty little thing.
What other
But
pickup
she
line
was short.
do you
She
have?
was short. She was
Oh,
short.
okay. Because I'm like, wait, what?
She was short. She was short. I should have gave the details.
You
She was
should have
short.
gave the details.
My bad, y'all, my bad. She was short, and I was like, a pretty little thing like you should not be pumping your gas. So I was like, look, my mama raised me better than this, so I got you. So I pumped the gas for her, and the whole time I was pumping gas, she was just standing outside her car, and we were just talking, quick conversation.
Okay, okay. You got any more smooth pickup lines like that?
I don't need to give all the sauce away. I'm just saying they don't call me Ola Swagger for no reason.
Oh,
That's why I'll leave it. That's why
shameless
I'll leave
plug. All right. So, what's your ideal date? Like, what's perfection?
it. I would probably say maybe something real chill, not too crazy, not too like exaggerated or extravagant.
But
Like I like the
what's
simple things.
crazy to you? Because what's crazy to some people is not crazy to others. What define your crazy?
Like a date that has like 5, 6, 7, 8 different parts. Nah. No, I
Okay.
like something simple, like something simple where I can really just get to know the person
Mhm.
Like it could be, like I said, the pool hall, just chilling, doing something that I like to do, something that she likes to do.
Okay.
I'm a drinker, so a good bar, I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm a big kid at heart too. We could
I
go
just had
kart
a
racing.
flashback to my birthday party.
Hey, a bookstore and chill. That's not bad either. I'm
Okay.
a big kid. Let's go kart racing, bowling. Simple, real simple.
Okay. Okay. So keep it simple. Now, did you have a date where it was like just terrible? Like either everything was going wrong or one thing went so wrong, you're like, okay, I'm done.
I had a date where we went out to eat and she got food poisoning.
She got food poisoning.
Food poisoning.
Did she blame you for it?
No, she didn't blame me for it. It was just the situation. Things just got weird. She ate something that she wasn't really like feeling,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, it just messed everything up.
Oh man. But like, was she like sick in front of you or just
Yeah, like sick, threw up. I'm talking about the whole nine. I was just like, ooh, yeah,
in your car?
in my car.
On your lap?
No, not on my lap.
Okay, I'm just asking.
In my passenger seat. In my passenger seat.
I'm just asking. Just wondering how that went down.
Yeah.
How long did it take to get the smell out?
About a week.
Oof.
About a week. It was to the point where I was just like, you know what? I'm not driving my car.
You're right. I just need a new car after that. Like I'm done. So did you call her again?
I mean, I did call her to make sure she was okay,
Uh-huh.
but it was just like that whole experience was just like, it kind of grossed me out a little bit.
I mean, but it was food poisoning. That's not.
I know. That's why, and that's
It's
the reason.
different than like being like stupid drunk.
Right. True. But it's just the fact of she threw up all in the passenger seat. I'm talking about like passenger seat, like the main floor right there, the side, all on like the handle. On the
Oh gosh. Ugh.
Yeah, we gonna
leave it right there.
leave
it right there. So, all right. Let's leave that. Let's let that take us to what are the non-negotiables? So obviously someone who has a gag reflex. So we stay away from those, right?
We don't do gag reflex.
What's on your non-negotiables list?
Non-negotiable list. Lack of communication. Like definitely lack of communication. Just overly demanding. Like, cause you know how I've ran into some situations where I've ran into women that are overly demanding. Like I ran into the clingy type. I ran into women that are just more so like, I don't feel this, or I don't know, I don't feel like doing that. Oh no, like if you don't like, for example, if you like the one question that upsets a lot of guys is, if we offer to go get something to eat, what do you want to eat, babe? I don't know. What you want to eat? No, please make a decision. That's why I'm asking you.
That's why I'm asking you. Say something. That's why I'm asking.
Exactly. So if you like, it's one of those things. Like if you can't make a decision, no.
So do you make decisions?
I do make decisions.
Okay. I'm just saying, some people be like, I hate when nobody, but then they don't make decisions either. So then it's like, okay, now what? Two folks who don't make decisions sitting here going in circles for hours and hours and hours and hours.
And it's one of those things, like if I ask you what do you want to eat, it's because I want you to feel comfortable with getting whatever you want to eat. Mm-hmm. But it's when you start like going back and forth with like, oh, I don't know what you want to eat. No, I don't have time for those things.
Now, does that so what's on your ideal? You said intellect.
Yes.
You said communication. Anything else?
Sense of humor. I love to laugh.
Okay.
So
how do you feel about kids?
I would love to have kids. I don't have any kids right now, but I would love to have
kids. Can the person have kids?
If they have kids, I'm very accepting of that. Like, okay. I love kids.
Do you have a number? Like
how many kids I would like?
No, that the person can have. Can they have 6 kids, 10 kids?
I guess that's a little pushing it.
Listen, some
because-
folks will be like, yeah, kids are fine. Then I say 2, and you're like, and it was only 2.
Like, I think my number where I probably be like, okay, it's a problem. My number will probably be, if you have more than 3 kids, then I'm gonna be like,
Okay, so
and
3, you're okay with 3.
Huh?
3, you're okay with 3.
I'm fine with 3.
Okay.
I'll give it a chance with 3, but anything over 3, nah. And I've actually had a situation where it was actually one of my exes. She was trying to get back with me, and I mean, we had a good friendship or whatever we want to call it.
Mhm.
But she had 4 kids.
4?
4 kids. Yeah.
How many did she have when y'all were together?
0.
Oh, shoot.
She was divorced. She was in the process of going through a divorce, and so she wanted that old thing back. And I was like, I mean, I have no issues with you,
So she
but
wants for you to be replacement daddy.
stepdaddy. And it's one of those situations. It's a little more difficult trying to play stepdaddy to a father, especially in her situation. He was abusive to her, so it was one of those situations where like that's drama that I don't want to put myself in.
Right.
So like that's another thing that I factor in with people that have kids. Like, is the father and the child's life, what exactly, experience stuff that.
Yeah. Now, see, for me, that's always a tricky question for me because it's like I wouldn't want to be with a man who's not an involved father. But then if you're an involved father, then you don't have the time that I want you to have for me. And then it's like, sorry, you're like damned if you do, damned if you don't type of deal,
Right.
So let me ask you this one. How do you feel about app dating?
App dating. I've seen that it's kind of been a new trend going on with a lot of. I've been seeing a lot of relationships forming on the app, and I mean, the app originally is dating oriented, but I mean, hey, I don't see a problem with it. Like, I'm for it as long as especially like people always ask, would you date a streamer?
Yeah, that's my next question. Would you date a streamer?
I would, honestly, I would. The only thing I have to say against dating a streamer is keep it classy. And when I say keep it classy, don't disrespect me because I'm not going to disrespect you.
Now, do you have advice for those trying to date streamers or not date streamers, or like why are you okay with dating a streamer? Because so many people are not. Oh, it's toxic. It's like the buzzword these days.
If they say it's toxic, it means that they're not mentally prepared to handle what comes with dating a streamer.
Okay.
Like, once you see past that and you're able to mentally process that, then it shouldn't be a problem because you already mentally envisioned what you're going to be going through because you already know what the life of a streamer is. So that's why I can say, like, I would date a streamer. No questions. Because I understand that you're getting to your goal, you're getting to your, you get into your bag, you get into your networking. Like, people that know me, I'm on the app strictly. Mostly. Like, I like meeting new people. I like interacting with people, but it's mostly for networking and business reasons. Like, I'm a DJ. It's an opportunity for me to present my talent, my skills, my brand to the world. So that's one of the reasons why I decided to actually stream. Because originally, before I was a streamer, I was a heavy gifter, heavy gifter. I'm still a heavy gifter now. But I like to just relax and just focus on my talents.
Okay. Now, do you think that streaming has changed the way you date?
That is a good question.
Oh,
that really is a good question. I want to say no.
Okay.
Because I'm the kind of person where if I already put my mind to it, I'm gonna do it regardless. So yeah, I want to say I'll say no. It hasn't changed.
Now, when I've asked other people that question, it's usually I'm a better communicator now, or I listen better now, or I didn't realize I was doing this and people told me about myself, so now I fixed this now, type of deal. So that's cool. What do you feel about long distance relationships? For or against? No opinion.
I mean, if the love of your life happens to be all the way across the globe, I'm not saying as if this is 90 Day Fiance or something, but if if you just happen to find love and they're not within arm's reach, I mean, go for it. Like, it's 2022. Go for what you want,
Go for it.
and I stand on that. If you see something that you want, go for it. And
Go
this
for
is advice I'll give to, like, if the people in the comments, if you have something that you see something that you want to go for it.
Go
You
for
never
it.
know. It doesn't hurt to shoot your shot.
There's DMs for that. Just say.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm not even gonna get started about my DMs. I'm not gonna talk about it.
So real quick, everybody, please fave my guest, Mr. DJ Olu Swagger. He said they don't call me Olu Swagger for nothing. He has a battle Friday at 6 p.m.
6 p.m. Eastern.
6 p.m. Eastern. And please fave my top 3 gifters of the stream. Thank you in advance for all of the gifts. I got my comments turned off, so I can't see who's in here, but my bouncers will take care of you. This is a featured show, Changing Hearts with Sid. We're here every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. And we just asked DJ Olu what he felt about long distance dating. And he said, if you see something you want, go get it. Don't be afraid to shoot your shot in this 2022. Now, what advice? What?
Oh, before we get to that, I have a question for you.
Oh, Lord.
What are your thoughts on long distance dating?
My thoughts? Actually, I don't know if I have thoughts on it. I hate it. So this is what I always say. If you can't have Waffle House with me at 3 a.m., you are not for me. I randomly wake up and have cravings for things like Crystals, cheeseburgers from McDonald's, Checkers.
So Crystals or White Castle?
Crystals. I'm from the South. I've never had a White Castle. My parents swear by White Castle because they're from the North, whatever. But yeah, like food is big to me, and if we can't share meals, then we not sharing nothing. So
I feel
that's me. But first of all, it's my show. I asked the question.
I'm sorry. I'm the kind of person I like to flip the script. You feel me?
No, it's cool. I keep saying that that I want to do an episode where someone interviews me. I'm just looking for the right interviewer. So today is not that day, but I will keep you on the list.
Oh yeah,
Okay?
definitely. I'm gonna come with the if I happen to be the one. Like, if y'all think I should be the one to ask the questions, put a one in the comments.
So EB, definitely had that moment. We definitely had that. Diamond, don't listen. This I'm hitting the screen because this is where I get thrown off every time. Comments are off. I can't see any of you. I love you all. Yeah. So yeah, if we can't go eat in the middle of the night, and that's just one example. Like, I'm needy, and I'm not needy in a wrong way, but I've been independent for so long that, you know, I don't want to do that anymore. Okay. This is like you said, but I don't want to. I don't want to. We'll leave it at that. So what advice do you have for your younger self? The first version of yourself stepping out into these dating streets.
Don't second guess yourself.
Don't second guess yourself. Okay.
Don't second guess yourself.
So did you find that you second guess yourself a lot?
When I was younger, I definitely second guessed myself. There are certain things that I could have done in the past that I didn't fully see out. I started, but then I stopped. And I look back at it like, man, dude, you could have been rich right now, man. Like, but at the end of the day, like, don't second guess yourself. Pursue things that that are for you, and if it's not for you, don't worry about it, because what's really for you is gonna eventually come to you. So
okay. Now, did you have one that got away? I heard you say second guess yourself. So it sounds like you got a couple of regrets.
I do have some regrets.
Tingling in
I
the
do.
back of your head.
I do have some regrets. No, I'm not
Mhm.
gonna lie. Whether it's, like career wise or,
Mhm.
decisions like love wise,
Mhm.
yes.
Mhm.
But I mean, hey, it happens.
Okay.
I'm human. It just shows that I'm human.
So there's nobody that you would call and be like, hey, if they call you back, you know.
I thought about that. No.
Okay. Now, is it because you're against the let's try again, or because you don't actually have anybody who you want to try again with?
I had one, but it's one of those situations where it's faded. So, but
Okay.
at one point in time, it was just like, I wonder what would happen if I actually pursued this. But yeah,
Okay. So what's on your list of non-negotiables?
my list of non-negotiables,
Mm-hmm.
like in what sense per se?
Any sense? People's ranges. Some people said can't be short. Some people say you can't smell bad. Some people say it can't be a liar. What's on your list?
Let's see. On my list, you gotta be, able to, you gotta have self-confidence. One,
Okay.
that's non-negotiable. You gotta be confident in yourself at all times. Like, I'm not saying be overly cocky,
Mm-hmm.
but confidence, like self-confidence, is very attractive.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll say self-confidence. What kind of cologne I got on? That's just for you, VRT. Let's see. Self-confidence, like your relationships, like your relationship with God for sure. Your relationship with your family. That's things that I look into. Like, do you have a relationship with your family? If there is not a great relationship, then what's the reason for it not being great? I mean, if she can cook, that's a plus. I'm just saying,
Okay.
if she can cook, because I love to eat. So I mean, hey.
Can you cook though? Because like folks always
I'm not the greatest
they
chef.
can't cook. Like what are you contributing?
I'm not the greatest cook, but there's certain things that I can do. Like, I'm a pasta guy, so like I can cook pasta, like
So you can boil
Alfredos. No, not just
That's
boiling
what you
noodles. There's more to it than just boiling noodles. I mean, like I love like different types of like Alfredos.
Okay.
Crawfish Alfredo is by far my favorite. So
crawfish Alfredo?
yes, crawfish Alfredo.
It's a waste of time. But go ahead. Continue.
You said a waste of time?
Yes, the crawfish are this big. You crack it like this much meat comes out. You can't even taste unless you eat like 100 of them things, and it's.
See, I'm originally from Louisiana, so I love crawfish. Like, yes.
It's like, yes. Why not eat shrimp? Like.
Hey, crawfish is bomb. See, look, they're in the comments. Oh, you can't see the comments. They're saying crawfish is bomb.
They might be. I'm ignoring everybody in the comments because I would get all the way thrown off like I always do. So we just here.
But not like, I mean, and I love barbecue, so like grilling.
So you can grill.
I can load something on the grill.
All right. So you got one redeeming quality. Okay.
1 second.
Boil noodles and grill.
I gotta do the AirPod shuffle, y'all. Bear with me. Can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah, I was doing the AirPod shuffle. My AirPod died.
You back?
So you should learn how to cook. I mean, I will learn. I mean, hey, if the right woman wants to teach me how to cook, that's fine.
Oh. So y'all hear that, ladies? Did you hear that?
If she wants to teach me, like, I'm willing to learn.
Okay. What's the furthest you'll travel for a date? First date. What's the furthest you're gonna go for a first date?
All right. So, for example, if let's say she's in Washington and I'm here in the South, and we agreed to to see each other, then yeah, I look. I'm about taking flights, honestly.
Mhm.
It ain't nothing but a thing.
Okay.
Plus,
Okay.
I mean, once you live that flued out lifestyle, hey, it's kind of hard to go back too. So, just saying.
So wait, are you flying women out to see you? Or are you
I
flying
mean,
to see them?
I feel like it should be a mutual thing. Like,
Mhm.
for example, if a girl flies me out, it's only right that I fly her out.
Oh, so she got to fly you out first.
No, I'm not saying she has to fly me out first.
I mean, that's what you said. If she flies me out, it's only right if I fly her
but,
out.
but before that, I said it's a mutual thing.
Okay, so that's what I'm
So
trying to figure out. Like, what we
it's
do?
mutual. It's mutual because you never know if she flies me out. I might just bypass flying her out to me. I might just fly us out somewhere else.
Okay, okay. That I'm just trying to figure out how this goes.
I feel that. I feel that.
Okay, so you'll go across the country. So you're not leaving the country for a first date.
I feel like that's a little extreme, going outside the country for a first date.
I mean, it's not unreasonable. We're in these streaming streets. I know streamers
True.
in London,
That you make a good point. You do make a
Jamaica,
good point. You make
in
a good point.
Canada, and so you just said if you see what you want, go get it. What if they across the pond? What you doing?
Nah. If I had a jet, I would gas that thing up right now. We're not flying Spirit. No.
Listen, don't hate on Spirit, okay? Don't hate on Spirit. You can get where you want to go for $22.95 on a
I had
Wednesday.
bad experiences with
Right.
Spirit. Respectfully, I had a bad experience with Spirit.
Was it like 15 years ago though? Like, I'm tired of people telling me they hate Spirit, and it was something that happened when they were 9 years old in 2000. Like, come
No.
on.
My situation with
Yesterday?
Spirit was 3 years ago.
Okay.
They canceled a very important flight of mine.
Delta cancels flight all the time. I happen to live 5 seconds from the Delta hub, so I know this. But whatever, go ahead. Go ahead. Keep paying all the expensive money that you want for these flights. They're absolutely the same. Spirit's not paying me. Just saying. I'm a fan.
Okay.
And so, what do you like to do on a first date? Do you have a standard first date that you always do, or do you change it up depending on the person?
It changes depending on the person. I like to find common ground before I actually pick where we go.
Mm-hmm.
So like, because sometimes I like to be the one to like be like, I hold on, get my words together.
Okay.
I like to plan it where it's tailored towards both of us. Like I had a situation where our first day we both like to drink. Instead of going to like a bar or something like that, we went to a brewery.
Okay. Did the
Fun
little
experience. Yes. And surprisingly, they had axe throwing there. So like it's alcohol and axe throwing is kind of interesting. So yeah.
Was that in your current city?
Yes.
I know exactly where you went.
You know exactly where I went. Exactly.
I know exactly where you live.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in Kansas though, y'all. Don't play. I live in Kansas. All right. Anyway, just had to put that out there for those of you who are gonna act. Don't ask me. I live in Kansas. All right. Last question.
Mm.
Did you have like a defining moment that changed who you are as a dater, or have you always kind of done the same thing?
I have found myself in situations where like it changed me mentally,
Okay.
like especially dating wise.
Mm-hmm.
There was a time where like a girl like we were dating, but we weren't like officially dating. Like she wasn't my girlfriend at the time.
Mm-hmm.
It took her getting sick to the point where I brought her to the hospital, and then like she stayed the night at the hospital, and I was there right by her side. That it made me realize, man, I'm feeling this chick. Like the fact that I could sit here in the hospital, and this is back in college.
Right.
I could sit in the hospital with her and spend a night in the hospital with her. So I was like, wow. And I mean, just that gesture, like it was heavy for her too, because like, like I ended up spending the night next morning, like, I remember rushing back, to my dorm room, had to, get ready for school. She disappeared, like, her people ended up coming, and then like she left for like a couple of days, and then she came back, and like, we were talking the whole time, and then like she had came back early, and like the way she played it was she had texted her friend. She texted her friend to pretty much, to for me to come to her room because she wanted to give me something. Like her friend had something for me, so I went, and she pretty much surprised me, and like, like it was cute. It was real cute.
Okay.
Yeah.
So surprises work for you.
Surprises do work for me. It's kind of hard to surprise me because I don't really fall for surprises like that because I'm always aware of things usually. But I love to surprise people though.
Okay.
Definitely, if anything.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for joining us this evening. It was good to get to know the man behind the swagger a little bit. Let us know where we can find you in these streaming streets. You already told us Battle Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern.
All right. Y'all can find me in your favorite streamer stream. I'm not joking. No, really. You possibly could find me in your favorite streamer stream because I'm always working. Like I'm usually DJing a lot of different events for different people. I'm always doing different milli parties, different like just cause like
birthday party. Shout out to the birthday DJ, y'all.
Hey. Birthday parties, and sometimes like if you're streaming, like I like to just pop in people's boxes and like I'll just DJ for them just cause, just to kind of just give them like just a special feel just cause.
Well, I appreciate you for that. Thank you. Everybody, please make sure you click on DJ O's name. It says Battle 318 because it's Friday at 6 p.m. He still didn't tell us when he streams. He just said he's.
My bad. I stream.
He didn't say when he streams.
All right, so I stream. My stream times haven't really been consistent lately because I have so much going on. But usually, you can find me like because I work a lot. So, like I'm at work right now. I work a lot, so I'm usually working like 3 to midnight. So you could catch me on a regular day, like Sunday to like Thursday. You can catch me streaming at 1 a.m. in the morning.
Ooh, I'm asleep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not all the way out. This is past my bedtime currently.
Definitely.
So Sundays to Thursdays, 1 a.m.
Yes. Thursday, Fridays and Saturdays, you can catch me anytime, like usually 3 o'clock in the afternoon till like whenever.
Okay. Yes. And then the battle is the only thing you have on your calendar upcoming?
I'm actually going to be on another show.
Okay.
Shout outs to Dimples. I'm going to be on Daily Dish with Dimples tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So y'all feel free to come check that out as well. Shout out to my girl Dimples. We love the Triple D. You feel me?
We love the Triple D.
Exactly.
All right. So thank you, DJ Olu, for joining me. I must give our women's history for today. So I will kindly ask that you let yourself out of the box because I don't want to end my stream.
I got you.
I will.
Bye, everyone.
Aquarius Gang. Shout out to my favorite DJ. Hey.
And if you want to slide my DMs, let me know.
Thank you. All right. So this is March and it is Women's History Month. The theme this year is women providing healing and promoting hope. This theme honors caregivers and frontline workers and pays homage to the women throughout history who have provided hope. So we are doing 31 days of highlighting and honoring women every day at 9 p.m. Eastern in a different female stream. So this week, we're highlighting women in history and politics. Samia Suluhu Hassan became Tanzania's first female vice president following the 2015 general election after being elected on the CCM Party of the Revolution ticket with President Magufuli. Suluhu and Magufuli were re-elected to a second term in 2020. Hassan became Tanzania's sixth president and first ever female leader in the March 2021 election. Following the death, became the first ever female leader in March 2021 following the death of the president, and is now the third female head of a government of an East African community country. In September, she became just the fifth ever female African leader to address the UN General Assembly, where she used her remarks to criticize COVID vaccine inequality. Suluhu has differentiated her leadership from her predecessor by implementing stricter COVID protocols, including mandatory quarantines for travelers coming from countries with new variants. Suluhu permitted embassies and other international organizations to import vaccines into the country to vaccinate foreign nationals for their Tanzanian day-to-day work, aided by the Ministry of Health. Samia Suluhu Hassan has been described as a compassionate, rational, and calm woman, attributes that are a far departure from her previous boss. Many Tanzanians believe she is just what's needed to heal a divided land. So tomorrow's Women's Highlight will be in no time for Game Stream at 9 p.m. Eastern. To see the full calendar, please make sure you follow at It's Jilly Baby on IG to post and reshare. Happy Women's History Month, everybody. Ooh, we did it. Oh, thanks for joining me on another episode of Changing Hearts with Sid. We're here every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. I want to give a big shout out to my show boss, Dimple. She's been trying to be show boss for like weeks and weeks and weeks, and she finally got one. Hey, thank you, Bakes. Who's that? I see Nell's name. I don't know who that is. Is that Leah? It is Leah. Hi, Leah. Diamond, hello. What's up? Thank you. Diamond, you made it too. I see you. Diamond go to bed same time I do. Diamond goes to bed same time as me. So we stay up past our bedtime. Graki, hello. Yes, we do go to bed early, but we wake up early too. We wake up hella early. Did y'all enjoy the show tonight? Definitely. Sound effects? I'm confused. What is happening here? Listen, we got a whole list. So he said that he got DMs for that. Okay. If you see it, go get it. Thanks for the love, Bear. Richie, what's up? Sasha got him. Thank you. They ain't had no apples. They used to. I like the umbrella in the box too. Night, Dimples. Dimples, send me a picture. Although I have like 10 of your pictures. Send me the one you want me to use. Thank you, Chosen. Anybody who's in my stream right now and going to be in my onesie auction, please send me your picture so I can make your flyer. I owe one person a flyer. Hi, Jessica. Everybody fave Jess. She's going to be on my show. Is that next week or 2 weeks? I have it written down. I know. Did you send me? I don't think you sent me a picture, Diamond. It's the 9th, April 9th. You going to be in it, Chosen? Yeah, I need a tissue. Hold on. Right back. 1 minute. I'm back. Sorry. Oh, thank you for the rose. I didn't, but I also didn't ask them, and I will this week. Thank you guys. I'm doing that before I they're purple. What other color would they be? Keith, thanks for the favorite. Of course, they're purple and Sid. I mean, come on. I only know one color. I won't. I have Ark. I haven't seen Ark in so long, y'all, because I don't stream in the daytime anymore. Ark, hi, friend. I miss you. Tay, thank you for the beers. Right? Right? It's art. Wait. Chosen. Wait.